Hey, it's Nimbus, and I found another scam, so we're gonna go over it. Was it random? It was randomly suggested to me by Instagram, which is so strange. So I'm gonna go to the website and I'm gonna display it right now, if it'll let me. Okay, so we're gonna go up here to the top. Mag art. It's supposed to be like manga art. So as you can see here, this is clearly AI work, and what they're selling is they're selling Procreate brushes for manga artists. And you can see this is just AI art. These brushes here are just probably they took like black and white works and then changed them into brushes and made them this. And it says think, create, share, manga. I can't even say it. I'm just gonna say manga art. Mag art includes the ultimate kit with all you need to create engaging manga, great artwork, and amazing stories through Procreate. So here's another piece of, you know what, I think this might be a piece of actual work. There's something about it that gives off that this belongs to somebody. So I'd have to go in a deep dive, but there's something about the hair that says this is AI work, and yeah, it's probably AI. It's just very painterly, like the butterflies are missing wings. Yeah, it's AI. I was a little bit not sure because the angle is real bad and this arm is weird, but never mind. So it says that when you buy it, you get a guide to teach you, a video to teach you how to do it, and it's 50% off. And if you look at this, so I think that these are probably truly drawn by somebody, these little things. They're too good. But you can see that there's errors in all of these AI works, right? 39 female poses, face kits, 160 tools, 74 chibis. And look, this is what I was talking about, like the stuff that looks like excrement all over her eye. Like, I'm not saying they're stolen, but if they're making brushes, I don't know where they got them or how they made them, but this is not the way to sell them because they're saying that these brushes made this effect, and that's just objectively not true. So there's a good chance they might have got them off, like, what is it, Procreate Folio, where you can upload your brushes for free. And look at this, you can tell this is just more AI content. Like 70 pieces of hair, 16 noses, 40 eye sets, 33 mouth sets. Like, why would you need any of this? And poses on hands. And look at this, like, they have a person, right? But it's all these, like, different poses here, but this is just AI work. Like, these planes are, like, how would you even, and this hands, and why would you finish all of the background before her legs? Like, there's issues everywhere. What happens when you say explore now? Does it just give you something to click on? Oh no, it doesn't. You didn't even click on anything. Okay. Any panel you can imagine. I believe that these panels probably might be the most useful thing. They probably just stole some paneling from somewhere and just made it into brushes, which is, I get the grift. I get it. So, but this thing right here, it says, this is the ultimate kick for manga artist. It doesn't go manga artist, it's it's like Mang artist. And for a limited time, these packs are included with no extra cost. The chibi packs, which these chibis don't even match these chibis. So it's just weird. Like, they're hoping that you won't notice all the little things that are wrong with this. Here's another one. Look at this. This is a weird, like, when you think about, like, that's just weird, a weird spot. This is probably would be useful, but this is probably AI content too, but I can't really tell. It could be stolen, it's hard to see. But this right here, this is where it's at. This is where it's at. I'm gonna play these on YouTube. I can't. So what I'm gonna do, I don't even think you guys can hear it. No. So right here, I'm going to put over the video. Look at this dude.
Hi, I'm here to give my opinion about Mangart.
Mangart, that name, it's so bad. You can even see that he's reading a script. Like, also, it says that right here, it says that it's unlisted, meaning like these probably aren't even real. They're probably just this dude's friends.
As soon as I saw that bundle, I just couldn't resist and immediately bought it. and right after downloading, I did have some problems not being an expert in technology.
But the thing is like, if you have Procreate, and like his thing is I'm not an expert in technology. You have Procreate and you haven't figured out how to install your brushes? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think they just wanted to seem like he was like he didn't even give a real review. He's just it's 27 seconds. You're telling me this brush pack that's almost $50. You're gonna give it a 27-second review?
But as a result, I immediately contacted support, who guided me step by step through the appropriate video tutorial. So I gotta thank you again for all the help, and goodbye to everyone.
And goodbye to everyone. Now, the thing about this dude is, hey, look at this. It says when you download, you get a video. When you will receive a video that will guide you through the installation process. So that dude's review was almost pointless. You could take out half of the review because half the review was, I couldn't figure out how to use my technology. Thank you, Mangart, for helping me. Now we're gonna go through this girl's video. I feel like they just wanted. This is gonna sound maybe a little bit terrible. I feel like they got this girl and they gave her all this random stuff so she looks like on the website it literally says, here we're gonna go look at, she's a manga artist. But the thing is if she was really a manga artist, she would have I don't know, there would have just been more. There's Dragon Balls in the back here, there's these Pokemon things here, and she's Asian, so they're like, oh yeah, the Asian that likes the anime stuff is definitely going to be using this stuff. But listen to what she says here. And she's reading a script. So that's just, I don't know, man.
I'm here to tell you about my experience with Mangart. Initially, I was skeptical about purchasing the pack for Procreate, given my inexperience.
But she says, given my inexperience with Procreate. If you are using Procreate, you bought an iPad. You're telling me that you had no idea what to do the moment you didn't even look it up on how it works and what to do with it before you purchased this big device and then got Procreate?
I was pleasantly surprised by the results, discovering the potential of the bundle. As a neophyte artist, I was very comfortable. Once I started using the products, I was inspired to create my own manga. I thank the whole team. See you soon!
I don't inspired to create her own manga because she liked the brushes. That's not how inspiration works. I don't look at my watercolor brushes and go, oh my goodness, I have an idea. These people probably don't even do art. Get out of here. This girl, get out of here. So we have one more video to watch, and it's shorter than the others, but it's by far the cringiest to me for some reason. So let's do it, I guess.
Hi guys, I'm happy to be able to talk about my experience with Mangart. I purchased their bundle not long ago, and thanks to the tools there, I was able to create my Magna with
I was creating my Magna. He doesn't even know what a manga is. This dude is probably a tech bro who doesn't do art, and this is just a recording studio somewhere. This was created last month. This is like the comic pencil thing all over again. But this is a little bit more in depth because now there's reviews.
Procreate at amazing speeds. My experience with the brand has been positive. Thank you all, and see you next time.
Thank you all, and see you next time. Thank you, unknown person 3. So now we're gonna go back to this here. So apparently they have these customers, but there's no way. I can't even see that. Look at this. Look at these names. Now I literally looked up some of these names here, and not a single person here is like a real person. Being a visual storyteller, the Manga Kit has become my go-to solution. It simplifies intricate aspects of manga creation. Being a visual storyteller, the Procreate Manga Kit has become my go-to solution. It simplifies the intricate aspects of manga creation, allowing me to focus on the narrative. It's an invaluable asset for anyone passionate about visual storytelling. And look at this. Let's look at this. I don't know. See, this could be a picture of someone's actual work up close. It's probably black and white AI art, like a coloring page. Here's more. The tools are intuitive, making it easy to experiment and refine my artwork. This looks like people don't draw like this. Like, look at this sketchy. Like, why would you only draw this part? Anyway, I don't think this is a real person either, because I don't really think people make lines like this here. I can't even see my mouse. Oh, there it is. This right here, like, he didn't even do the whole head. I think that's a little bit sus. I think all of these are a little bit sus. I think this is a little bit sus. Who draws glasses like that? Nobody. It's probably just a picture of someone's hand and an iPad. This is probably another fake sketch using AI, because it can do a sketch look. So the next thing is that we're gonna look at, like, these names. You know what? I would love to see rating. I don't think there's a single, but this is what makes me think. Sort by date. Okay, this is what makes me think that it's not real. These names are not real. I looked up most of these names here, and a lot of the names like repeat in a weird way. Like, okay, here's this thing right here. There's a Yuna Yamamoto, right? From, I don't know if that's Spain or Germany. Hold on. Okay, one's Germany and one's Belgium. Anyway, listen, I don't memorize all the flags, okay? Leave me be. Alright, so this is Yuna Yamamoto, right? And then there's like Sarah Kimura, but they're from like Belgium or Germany. There's something about these names that feel not real to me. And then look at this. Right underneath is Gabriel Kobayashi, like from the USA. And then another person from the USA, Mia Tanaka. And then Ren Hiroshi. Like, those are like very Japanese names. I feel like there's so many Japanese names on this website and non-Japanese names, and then names that repeat in a weird way, that I feel like I'm like doing this thing where I'm like connecting the dots in a weird, stupid way.
I've connected the two dots.
You didn't connect shit, but
I've connected them.
So, and I just don't believe that there's something about there being Mia Tanaka, and then right under it, Ren, right? Because two Japanese people right after the other, and then another person who's probably Japanese up here, and then another person who's Japanese, but these are all from different countries. Yeah, I don't know. So there's Sofia Garcia, and I'm like, okay. And they're like, my pages have never looked this professional. I'm so happy with my purchase, right? And then here's another Hana Suzuki, another Japanese person from America. Mia Turner, which I believe they had another Mia right here, and started with a T as well. And then they have Yuto Fisher, like another, this is from France, and this person's from France. They have Lily Yamamoto, like another Yamamoto. Aiden Kimura, another Japanese person. Here's the only one who might be real, is this. And the thing is, you can't copy them. So what I had to do is I went and I literally Googled like 3/4 of these people's names, and I couldn't find a single person. Especially when I looked up like artist manga, especially when they said that they made manga. Like this person right here, it's a blend of brushes and character templates catered to any manga style. That's not how manga works. Like, you do it in your own style. I've seen noticeable improvement in the detail and overall polish of my manga panels. Don't lie. Isabel Morales, another Japanese person with a USA flag. Kai Nakagawa. Let's see. And then there's another person named Garcia, but living in like Germany or Belgium. So it's too many. It's just super weird. It's just weird. There's another Turner right here that starts with an M. I feel like they went to fantasy generators and they went to the generators and they just tapped a bunch of times because they don't understand how naming conventions work. It feels like a generator because there's too many names. Like, there was already a Thompson. I don't believe that with this tiny itty bitty website that there's so many people that have weird names, same names, and a crap ton of Japanese names. I just don't believe that. Especially since it was just advertised to me today on Instagram. Like, look at these. Mike Weber, living in France, I guess. All these names. I don't believe a single one of them. But I have tried digital art tools, but the Procreate manga bundle has a special place in my heart. Okay, Miles Mitchell from France. Here's another Turner. Here's another Chang. Like, there's another Sophie. Like, you come on, Mangart Art. So you know what we are gonna do? We're gonna go look at their Instagram real quick. All right, here's our page. It has nothing. They have this. Artist expression is always with you. Yeah, okay. It does have 5 fingers, but I don't know. I don't see anything inherently wrong. But this perspective seems weird. So, I mean, who knows? It's probably AI content. And people, how many people like this? Kill me. Kill me. Manga artistry. Be happy with who you are. Yeah, okay. Okay. Magna Art offers premium digital tools for Procreate to turn every stroke into a manga masterpiece. Stop it. Well, that is pretty much it. So, real quick before I go, I wanted to say that I looked it up on Whois to see who owns this website, and it's basically nobody. Everything is hidden, everything is private, and if you come across something like this and there's no real artist names, no one to look up, no one to like interact with like a real name, it's a scam. If you have seen this and you have gotten it on your page, tell everybody. Tell everybody it's a scam. Please do it. It's a scam. Spread it around. Tell other people. I don't know. It's like Instagram just gives me scams. But if you are interested in really supporting an artist, you could subscribe to me, and you could see what my goals are like for 2024. I post the video super late because I am a procrastinator. So feel free to click up in the corner or wherever it decides to locate itself. And I hope everyone has a good day and a good night, and whatever you're doing, see you later.